What's up guys, my name's Heroes here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be doing a setup video of my 335 characters. All of them are 335 at this point. I finally got them. I also noticed it says 336 there, so that's kind of, obviously it's going to go up. But anyways, I'm not going to rant on this one. I just did a recording. I was kind of ranty and I took a long time, so I'm not going to take too much time for you guys. But I'm going to be showing you my 335 characters and all their glory and look. A lot of these characters I made very specifically for how they looked and trying to make them look as cool as I can. So a lot of these are not based on stats, but I do have some stuff and emphasis on stats. So, and I'll also be talking about at the very end my recommendation to get in 335. It's not that complicated, it's pretty obvious, but I'll be talking about it at the end of the video. So coming into the first one, I use my origin story most of the time. I love the skin on it, makes it look like New Monarchy, red, white, looks awesome. I want to get this match to work because it's a very nice weapon. Did just recently get the Crimson, so I'm very excited. I think I just got the Crimson ornament before. Yes, I did. Look at that thing. It looks nice. I'm gonna make him hold that. I've got the positive outlook. Look at that. Which I've been using a lot because of the rampage perk on it that makes it so you, or the kill clip that makes it so you do more damage. It's really nice in PvE. Makes it really useful and stuff there. I got my Euros gift, which I'll have upgraded once I get an auto rifle. Since the past rocket launcher, one of the best. I did get it in the new form. I didn't get it to drop Masterwork. I actually applied Masterwork runes to it to get it there. I used the colony for PvP, and the shotgun I did get recently. I got my Warcliffe. I want to get more ammo and all that stuff. Not that complicated. The ghost is going to be the best part of this character. It's going to be that exotic ghost. Makes it so you do tons of stuff with sparrows. They summon fast, reload fast, tons of telemetry, stuff on Nessus, resources and caches on Nessus. This is like the one shell that you can use like all the time on Nessus, which is amazing. I can't wait for the Sakira Skell. I forget her name. Sangria looking character. You know, the Trials of Osiris woman. And all these are like my backups for the different planets that I use all the time. Coming here at the helmet, I would like to say that I do not particularly want the new upgraded thing because I haven't gotten this yet. Other characters I do. These shoulders I really like because they're big and bulky and the asymmetricness, and they've got a little glowing purple light here, a little Pringle there, which is nice, sun things. It works really nice with some of my other ones. The Phoenix Strike is my alternative if I were to color it black because of the new Crucible looking curves and whatnot. I would also like to mention, without ranting too much, that this Metallic Sunrise with the Synthoceps look baller! They look really nice, and I really like the way they look, but they don't look nice in my armor scheme. Coming over this chest, Karak is one of the most popular ones because it's huge, it's buff looking, it makes you look like a juggernaut, giant little back section, back arch, looks amazing, is amazing. I oftentimes use the Crest of Alpha Lupi because it's got that kind of general bonus no matter what class you have, and then Doom Marchers I use in PvE because you run faster and you can have faster sprint speed, and I don't care about the melee thing. And I also have this thing here for the alternative legs if I need a different exotic, which goes in really nicely with any armor piece. And of course my class item, which is the Iron Banner one, which I think looks really nice against this. The red with the gold, a nice detail on it. You can't see much from the front too bad, but from the back it does look really nice and a lot of fun. Coming down here into the sparrows, I've got the Angel of Death looking vanishing point. It summons like these flaming wings off the side of it whenever you're boosting, which looks amazing. I can't show it to you right now. Bunch of different ships that you can choose from. I've got a bunch of different looking emblems and whatnot that I have that I've been kind of choosing. I've deleted a lot recently, and of course a lot of emotes that's just kind of floating on this character. Oh, before I forget, I kind of already switched to the next character, or was going to, but on my Titan, you can see in this picture here, my kind of 366 kind of loadout. I prefer to have recovery, resistance, or resilience is my secondary, and of course mobility doesn't really matter. This kind of just happened because of the armor pieces I went for, but I do say that I really like recovery. I'd say overall in this game, recovery is the most important stat. Mobility, nobody really likes unless you're going very specifically for mobility build, but overall I really like that, and resilience is just nice to have in PvE because it does give you an extra few shots to survive. Coming into my second character here on my Hunter, I don't even know why I have this ship right now. I haven't changed my ship on my Hunter for a while, but I really do like the way this Hunter looks. I know I have two characters in black, and I wanted to try to have a little bit more variance. Maybe I'll change one of the characters to kind of like a purple look on it, but currently this is what my character looks like. I really like the black and gold look to it, like the tight pants, the tight midsection here, tight arms. I think it works together really well. Considering they're very similar armor pieces, they should work together pretty well. And I really like the look on it, and I'll talk about this hood later because because it's actually like the best hood in the game, and nobody seems to be using it that much. Coming into the first one, Better Devils, great hand cannon. I recommend it for PvP and PvE. For PvP, you might want to do extended mags, but I still say flare mag well. Having that fast reload, like look at the reload difference on this. For 3 extra bullets, it's amazing. I love it, and I love the gold look at it. It makes it looks really nice. I might in the future make this masterwork weapon because it is a lot of fun and awesome to use, and I also have a bunch of these other things on my character. I've got Uriel's Gift, Masterwork 335. Literally just made this like yesterday or maybe even today actually. Got reload speed, Desert of Gold. I love Desert of Gold on armors, or not armors, on guns. It makes it look like you're in Portal. This is like a Portal gun from Portal. It's got the orange and white. It looks nice. It looks very nice, and I would recommend it. On my thing, I have the new Rage shotgun, which is this super fast fire rate. You can see rounds per minute is 100, which is really nice for shotguns. Like this one, Legend of Acreus. I mean, obviously it has 1 shot on it, so you can't really compare it, but it is really nice. My phone just went off because I'm a professional, and I also got this new sword, which is the new sword of the thing, and I don't know. But anyways, moving on through this, this is not my final form. Once I finally get this little Crucible helmet piece, this is what I want to do with it, and it looks dope. Like all the other armored pieces on it, or the different... I keep clicking black and white stuff. There's a whole bunch of different pieces on it that make it look really, really dope. And I really like the way it looks. I would like to question this one though, because it has green on the eyes, and there ain't no green in that picture at all. And this one too also has green. I understand now that they're lying. That there's more colors than meets the eye in these color things. But that's gonna be my final form once I finally get the competitive matches out of the way, and I think it'll look cool. Alternatively, I also have the Celestial Nighthawk, not a 335, but it looks really nice. It fits with the color scheme right here, and I use it for whenever I need it. The arm pieces, I think that this one looks really nice. It has a blade on the end. It has the Crucible little emblem on it. It has wings. Looks great overall, really nice. This is the KKK Rogue Complex arms, if you ever wanted to use it. I've also been testing the Optimus C things. If I get the right color scheme and I upgrade this, I can also have this one, which I think would look really nice in a kind of replacement. Chest pieces, I really haven't done much with chest pieces, so I can't really tell you any recommendations there. Feet, I oftentimes go with Orpheus Rigs as my pants, make it look like I have baggy pants on, which is a nice little kind of swap and flip, but I often like to stay here because of the tight pants, y'all, tight pants. And then finally the hood. I mentioned the hood was something special. This is the only hood that looks good. Like all the other hoods kind of look a little derpy. That's like too round. This one kind of looks again, kind of too round, and the bottom section is lacking. This one just makes it look like I'm bald and like a little bit not hoodie enough, and of course this one is just too short and a little bit too round, whereas this one, it has like this little wrap around the bottom here, which makes this section smaller, makes it look more like in disguise, more hidden under the hood, and it has this huge overhang here for the hood, and it's a long flowing cape without too many symbols on it, if you don't like the symbols, which I really like about this. And oh, forgot to mention the ghosts. I've got a bunch of them on my list here. I don't have much here. This is a 160 legendary Sparrow though, so that's like a fastest speed on it, and it looks really nice. This is like the default thing. You saw there was no shader on it. I've got a whole bunch of other ones that I've been floating around with. This is the one I usually go with, the exotic Sparrow, or the ship. It has these little pulsating glowing spots like right in the middle section, like right there. I don't know if you saw them. They pulsate, which I think is nice. I've been switching them around a lot lately. And then these things I obviously just have, and they're not anything too special. I think I've been switching around with these emblems or emotes, nothing really special there to show off. I've been kind of switching emblems between characters, and I haven't really decided on a final one, but this is the one for obviously that comic book thing. And before I leave my character again without mentioning the stats, I have a 932. This is not how I wanted. I wanted a full recovery build, but these armor pieces are only ever mobility, which is something a lot of people dislike because they can't get their errant knight in recovery. Either way, I've got a lot of mobility on this character. I might go with the Stompy that makes you jump higher, but I don't know, it's just a little disconcerting that this armor looks cooler, but it makes you forced into mobility. Alright, coming in last, but definitely not, well, maybe at least. I'm more of a Titan Master Race kind of guy, but this is my Warlock, my last character. I got my last piece of armor on. Usually it's my Titan, because I usually main the Titan, and then all the other ones get lucky. I don't know how to explain it, but I got a nice solid brick gold looking ship to it. That's the Prestige Mode Callus shader on it. And of course on this character I've got this very dark red and gold look on it. The helmet I'm still deciding on. I do want to have this helmet in the new Crucible. I'll get to that later, but I love the way it looked. I used to have this little look on it. The helmet was white with this look on it. It made it look a little nice, but I did switch to this new one with the new winter update. It's got spikes and interesting curves and detailing and colors and the symbols and whatnot. So I really like the new armor piece here. Hopefully I can get a newer helmet because I'm not really a big fan of it. But anyways, let's move into it. I've been playing this character a lot recently, which is why I have a lot of enemies defeated here with Scathlock, which is my Masterwork Scathlock. I believe I got this as Masterwork and I just infused into it. I would recommend trying to get as much stability on this thing as possible because it's ridiculous how much this thing bounces and it's difficult to use at long ranges. And if you're running its Metallic Sunrise for all that stuff. But overall, I much prefer using my Null Calamity over this one, even though it gives me an orb every time I get a double kill, which is really nice, by the way. Masterwork weapons, they're changing the game. I don't know if you understand this. They're really powerful. Giving you an orb every 2 kills in PvE, that's like... It's a small orb. It doesn't give you a full orb, you know, from the super orb, but it still gives you an orb. If everyone on the team has full sets of Masterwork weapons, they're getting kills all over the place, there's gonna be orbs. And you give yourself orbs too from these kills. Like this, if I summon orbs with this, I give myself those little orbs too. They drop on the enemy's death. I think the players see drop out of your head, but anyways, it's really nice and I really like it. No Calamity. I love the skin I put on this. It makes it look like a Siva looking thing from Destiny 1. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Any Soros on any of the new Vex weapons make it look like Siva, especially with these kind of weird liquids going through their things and shocky and it looks very bright and lit up, which I really like. They look really nice. Here's another one, Infinite Path. I actually did this one on it because it actually did fit. The only difference between this and the actual one was very minimal. Not that one, but the other Soros one. It's only this little blue thing here and a little bit darker, so they look really nice with that kind of skin. So if you didn't like the look or you didn't like the Vex weapon, that might make you like them better because they're really nice looking with those shaders. And I love using my Prospector as well. I love the way that it looks like a portal gun and or the portal outfit and all that. I've got Hawthorne's Field Shotgun, really nice gun to use. It looks like I made it look like a Lego, so ignore that. I think I have handling on it, which is nice for a shotgun. I've been using this a lot lately. Haven't used the sword. I've been using the shift a little bit, but overall, I've been using my shotgun and my Merciless, which I just got the white weapon ornament on it. Yes, I did. Coming over the Ghost, most of the time I use this one, or the one with strikes on it. Well, yeah, I usually use this one, but this one I've been doing Crucible lately, so I've been probably using that one. But yeah, coming over here to the helmets and whatnot, I mentioned earlier this is going to be my final form. Once I finally get the number of the number of matches required for this thing, what I'm going to do is definitely pop on this with the new Monarchy. No, not that one. Definitely not that one. New Monarchy. This is going to be my final form for my Warlock. Looks really cool. Have these little braid things in the back. The new look on the front of this helmet looks nice. The wings off the side, wholly refined. I really like the way this looks, and this is definitely my final form when I finally get this Anka Friend ornament. And of course, this is also 300 defense because I just recently got it. But once I do get that, it's going to look really nice. This itself doesn't look bad, which, you know, I'm considering, but I really do like the way that these wings kind of come out and make it look like a bug. And it's really nice. These things I really like because you can see on my character, I have golden team fingertips. Like I said, I really like this. I switched between some of these. The Ophidian aspects look really nice. Little snake things that come off of your arms, especially in the new look I have them on. Looks really cool, really nice. Decent thing to have if you don't have anything else. This is great for any class, which I recommend. I used to have this thing on like I mentioned before, but I have grown out of it. And then finally coming into the legs, I oftentimes have this whenever I want a different exotic, which fits the armor theme, but I use this because, you know, you run faster and I play a lot of PvE, and running faster is very important. Festive, just got this ornament on, looks really nice, very nice bright thing. I used to have this on, and of course the other ones I also have on sometimes, if you wanted to see my clan banner. I'm pretty sure we're maxed out each week, so if you want to join a clan, by the way, I think the PlayStation and PC and Xbox clans that we have, check in the description down below. You can find the clan discords, and in the announcements, pinned in the announcements, you can find the clans, all 3 different systems, and we still need space. We still have space in the PlayStation clan because we split them up a while ago. So make sure you come join it and have some fun in the Discord too, because there's tons and tons of stuff, tons of people in there. There's like over 3,000 people in the Discord. It's ridiculous. Solid gold, exotic sparrow. This is the one with like the burning smoke out the back. It looks like it's exploded and about to die. I love the little sparkle effects on the back of this thing. Looks really nice, and a whole bunch of different other things. I would also like to mention something that people aren't noticing. Most of the legendaries are 150 speed. This is 160, but some of them, like this shark light, is a 160 speed. So make sure you pick the sparrow with the highest speed, which is 160 at the moment, and then a whole bunch of different ships that I've been switching between because of the festivities, but golden. Solid gold plating like you saw before was really nice. 8 prestige Nightfalls completed. Damn right, look at that. And I literally just yesterday got this one, so I'm so excited to have this every once in a while. And I'm not gonna be showing you my KD because that would be a terrible idea, because it is in fact terrible. So that's pretty much it on the characters. I'm gonna go over to my inventory in case you wanted to see it. I spent a lot of gunsmith materials on my the gunsmith recently, so I used to have 2 full stacks of them. But I spent a whole bunch trying to figure out masterworks and all that stuff. I am currently doing a verse 2. Need to do more crucible for amplifiers. I've got a bunch of masterworks and boons and whatnot. This is it's just playtime, all this. Like, I wouldn't look at this and say, hey man, he's got a ton of stuff, what's going on? Like, how do I get just play a lot? Like, do the milestones each week and you'll have this. It's not that difficult. Coming into your modifications, this is like half of mine. I think the other half are in my vault because there's so much. I'll go show you my vault after this. And yeah, this again, shaders are also just full, and I don't know what to do with them at this point. I want to destroy all my Atlantis wash, but like this is how you destroy your shaders. You have to do them one at a time. I don't think I've ever once used an Atlantis wash. Not once. I've always used Avalon Teal because it looks decent. I've never used an Atlantis wash. I want to get rid of all of them, but God, man, they just keep appearing out of nowhere. Golden chip, does whatever a golden chip can. God damn it, dude! Like, how long do these loading screens last? Oh, thank you. All right, let's go. Oh man, so I kid you not, that loading screen took like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm looking at my recording right now, and I didn't stop, and it took like 2 to 3 minutes. And it's all right, cause I did get in, and it's fine, but it did take a while, and it was very surprising. So here in my vault, I'm not gonna go through all of them. I've got a bunch of extra stuff that I've been storing, whether there'd be high level, whether there'd be an interesting weapon that might be good later, or a special weapon like Iron Banner from New Monarchy or whatever. I've got extras like of good guns, Nameless Midnights, Nightshades, Origin Stories, good weapons overall, lots of exotics that I could destroy because I can get it back from collections, which I should, but currently my vault space is actually good enough, 166 out of whatever. Got a whole bunch of stuff, like ridiculous, unneeded stuff. I realize I have an Ankara secret here, and I just bought one, but who cares? Moving on. A bunch of the starting gear, like you'd see all these white things. These are like starting gear from the beginning of the game. I've got a whole bunch of these. I'm gonna pull these out because I can. Just a whole bunch of stuff that is irrelevant to have, and we need more space, Bungie, because come on, we obviously need more space. Wow, I have a bunch of shaders that are more than duplicates in here, and I just have to stuff my bank with all these mods and shaders because I don't have enough space to put them in my mods and shaders, which is a little upsetting. But anyways, that is everything, you guys. If you have a question, I would also like to mention my hunter looks decent with this hoodie on, which I just remembered, so I should definitely pull that for my hunter. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. If you had a question about different things, let me know. I'm going to be talking about 335 now, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting. Hopefully I put on the screen the time of when I'm going to talk about the 335, getting to there and getting to the top. It's not that complicated, guys. Once you've gotten past the 265 or something, after that point, it's all just milestones. It's just doing your milestones every single week. You pull them up. You obviously you're gonna have more than the ones I have now because I've done like more than half of them, but anytime it says powerful gear reward, do all of those every week on each character. If you have multiple characters of different types, you can transfer guns between the different characters, and that'll increase their chance of getting it. Another thing I'd like to mention is you don't have to have the best thing equipped to get the bonus. For example, if I had like what do I have, like a really low thing right now? Yeah, if I equip like really bad stuff, like stuff that are low light, and I have like a 229. Let's say I have a 309. As long as I have the potential of being a higher level, any drop that I get will be of that higher level. And I can't really prove it to you in this video. It's easy to prove. All you have to do is go to like what's it called? A vendor that's going to give you a powerful gear. Like, let's say you complete Call to Arms and Shax is waiting with your Luminous Engram. Those things scale with your character. So if you put like a lower level stuff into your bank, you'll notice that it'll be like a 320. But if you equip the higher stuff in your inventory, it'll go up to 330 or something, right? But if you don't have it equipped and you have stuff like that I'm doing right now, and you lower your light level, even though you have these equipped, it figures out the highest level that you can be, and it makes it that level. So if I was 309, but I had the potential from equipping weapons, like if I had the potential of being a 335, like I do obviously, it will give me the highest level gear in the game of 330, because I had the potential of being that higher level. And a lot of people have not been realizing that, and I'd like to mention it, is you don't have to have it equipped. So, I mean, some things it's better to have a higher light, because especially like Prestige version, Nightfalls, and Raids, you want to have as much as you can so you can get that bonus. But after, like, if you're doing strikes and stuff, and you're 335, being a 330 is totally fine. You're not going to have any downside to that, because you're way more than enough level to be playing on the playing field, and you shouldn't worry about that too much. And that's just one of the tips. And again, just do your milestones each week. Do not worry about grinding out public events or strikes or any of that fancy stuff. Just do them every week and you should be fine. And you'll make progress every single week. And some other things, the exotic chests from the raid. Those things give exotic engrams. And exotic engrams oftentimes give you, or most of the time, give you higher gear than you currently have, which I highly recommend you go get. And of course, doing both raids, you have the drops from both raids. You can also get on that. The raid is a surprisingly good place. Oh, as well as the raid at the end of the raid, the regular Leviathan, you're guaranteed a 330 drop. And if you do the Prestige difficulty Nightfall, I hear, you guaranteed a 330 drop. But if you're doing Prestige Nightfall, you're probably 330 anyways. So that's kind of a moot point. But anyways, that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. Oh yeah, my stats, I like to favor resistance or recovery, because it's awesome. Recovery is the best perk in the game, or the best ability stat, whatever it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got a low amount of legendary shards because I've been spending them on faded engrams every week and whatnot. So Bungie, you're definitely sapping me dry of my legendary shards, so please stop. I can't take it. Anyways, that's the video for guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you want to see these in the future, and if you had any other ones you wanted to see from me. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. My name's been Chronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.